Isolated storms farther to the west. Hottest temperatures southeast Colorado, will be a little cooler over the northeast part of the state. And this weather pattern is going to kind of stick with this same old go around again and again. Storms on Thursday, a few storms on Friday, not so much on Saturday, and then back to another good chance of storms Sunday, cooling back to the mid-80s. By next Tuesday, we're back up to the mid-90s.
All right, thank you, Mike. Well, we've learned a thing or two in the time since we launched Contact 7. The first is that our viewers, you, are top-notch. And the second is that when we start making calls, issues that seem to be ignored suddenly get a lot of attention. So when we receive these pictures of the mailboxes that have been out of commission for more than a month in Aurora, we figured, well, we might be able to help. Tonight, Denver 7's Lance Hernandez is making calls and taking care of business.
This isn't the first time that a neighborhood mailbox has been compromised. The U.S. Postal Service says some neighborhoods are more prone to break-ins than others.
Neighbors say this mailbox on South Pagosa Circle was pried open a month and a half to 2 months ago.
There was a pry bar and a flashlight left on top. You can see where it was pried open from the top.
Since then, neighbors have had to drive to the Smoky Hill post office to retrieve their mail.
It is a pain. It is. I'm retired, but still, I got things I need to do and want to do during the day. And going to get the mail isn't one of them.
Neighbor Julian Kramer is a school teacher.
When I went to the post office and told them I'm from the mailbox that got broken into, they said, oh, Pagosa or Quintero. So there must be another one right back over there.
He says it's not that big a deal to drive to the post office in the summer because he's home most of the time, but he won't be able to do that when school starts.
Well, I work in Golden, and I get to work at about 7:15, and I won't get back here until about 5, and that's when the post office closes. I mean, I can go Saturdays, but they close at 1 and the line's out the door, and it's horrible.
I reached out to the Postal Service. They sent a tech out this afternoon who determined that the box can't be locked in its current state, so it will be replaced. A spokesman said he understands the homeowner's frustration over the long wait. I don't blame them for that, he said. That's too long, to be honest. He said a new box will be installed soon. We'll stay on top of it, and we'll let you know when that happens. Lance Hernandez, Denver 7.
Colorado has a lot of ideas about what we should do with Columbine High School, but for the most part, tearing it down is not one of them. The overall consensus from a survey released today is that rebuilding is a bad use of taxpayer money and would not necessarily solve the problems associated with that school. As a result, Jeffco says it plans to enhance school security and privacy using funds it already has. Well, 5 additional school resource officers